What's happening, guys? Well, there she is, all cleaned up after a rather spirited ride with some friends of mine. I'm still putting her through break-in, but I am seating the rings, if you know what I mean. Absolutely enjoying the heck out of this motorcycle. And of the upgrades, yes, we have that T-Rex tail toddy looking fine back there. Got rid of that bumper that this thing comes with, but I gotta tell you, this Sato clip-on style handlebar arrangement for this motorcycle made a massive difference and a whole new impression on this motorcycle after, well, let's just say quite a few laps through some very fun twisty roads. Absolutely perfect for me on this bike. Sato, thank you very much for the work that you put into this. You saw a need and you filled it with this, but that's really not what I'm here to chat about. What I wanted to talk to you guys about are the tires that come on this motorcycle. These are the Dunlop Sport Max Roadsport 2s. Now, how did they do? Well, I'll put it to you like this. They're not exactly super sport tires, but they did get the job done nonetheless. Came back in one piece anyway. Let's talk about it. Okay, guys, so the Roadsport 2s. Okay, so they are kind of sporty and they are a road tire. So I guess the name doesn't throw you off too much. Just don't put too much into that Sport Max family. I would not call these maximum sport or any of those types of thoughts. Don't let them encroach upon you, because this tire, it's really more of a sport touring tire than anything else. Now, I will say this. I was pushing these tires with that machine harder than I would estimate about 90% of folks would ride their bikes. And in that environment, I suppose they did okay. I mean, they held the road fairly well, and as long as I didn't really push the things hard with high corner entry speeds, I didn't really have much of a complaint. There were a few times mid-corner at top of fifth gear apexing that the bike did want to kind of step out a little bit, and well, that was practically to be expected with a tire like this. It's got a stiffer compound and it's got a stiffer sidewall. That carcass just does not give the same type of feedback that a set of more street hypersport tires would give, like a set of S23s or Rosso 3 or 4s. Those types of tires are going to be a lot more communicative than these were. Again, pretty numb feeling. But in saying all of that, if I were to have toned it down a little bit, I wouldn't have anything really to complain about. They never gave me any sense that they were dangerously losing traction, or at least that they were going to slide unpredictably out from underneath me. It's not the idea here at all. But the thing is that if you're out there really hammering on mountains or some twisties or something like that, I would say to veer away from some of these more sport touring tires. And you'd be forgiven for going down the route of this type of an offering because they're much less expensive. They offer a significantly longer lifetime, but at the expense of overall traction and feel. You know, guys, if you've got a bike that looks like that, a set of tires, that's not that huge of an investment for the improvement that they give your machine overall. And that improvement, both in confidence, braking performance, and cornering performance, to me, that adds a layer of safety to that motorcycle. So, yeah, you can get a little bit less expensive tire, get more mileage out of it, but the whole reason why you're buying a motorcycle is to enjoy riding. And I think if you try to skimp and save money on the tires, like the one thing that's supposed to touch the ground on the motorcycle, you might be missing the point. So if you're thinking about putting a set of these Sport Max Street Sport Dunlops or whatever on your bike, nothing wrong with the tires themselves, provided that you're not really trying to kill canyons or anything like that. They'll be perfectly fine for most riders and in most conditions. My understanding is that they do well in the wet as well, so if that's ever going to be a concern of yours, this might be a way to go. But with a fairly stiff carcass and a not very responsive initial feel, I would say that for me personally, I would probably move to a more hypersport oriented tire. And with that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Post up your comments. Let me know what you think. We'll catch you on the next one.